There we go. Well, yeah, so just thought I'd like to make another one. I think I just do this because I think overall, not that I'm not one for being very involved as such. I mean, especially over the past many years, it's not that I normally, if I don't really feel like it, I don't really push myself with stuff like do this to learn that or something like that. No, I don't really do that. But I really do feel like doing this because I think it's something I want nevertheless. But I think overall I've learned so much, learned a lot, I would say, a lot, because normally I do stuff like day trading and things, so that's a bit more short term. So well, it's got its own beauty to it as such, but definitely more longer term trading, trending towards the longer term, and even other stuff that I wasn't really open to that or didn't know about a lot of things. But nevertheless, I have a lot of this that I'm going to be doing now is because I've got to earn some money. So I did invest a bit in the start of the week, got a bit about like $220 in as capital. So yeah, it hasn't been a very bad week so far. I am very happy with how things have. So I think I'm just gonna tell you about what I'm thinking about what's interesting in the markets as such at the moment. So I think I've already done like a couple of posts wherein I've mentioned that I'm so keen on the European markets this week. And I think with Brexit, which is going to be on the 28th, I'm not sure what's going on over there, but definitely it's going to cause a lot of volatility, any such major events they do. So starting from the 15th, which is the next week, for the next 4 weeks, for 1 month, I would say we get a hold on what's actually going on. And yeah, I think there's lots to be done. It's going to be fun depending on how you think about this stuff. But yeah, if you maybe enjoy doing this, definitely we're gonna have fun, and there's lots of money to be made as well, hopefully. So I did make money on European ones this week. So I did get money on the CHF, which is the Swiss franc, as well as the krona. What I'm going to be sharing now is what I have invested in, which is the krona, which is the euro krona, which is the euro, which is of the European Union, hedged against the Swedish currency, which is going on very nicely at the moment, I should say. And they've also written stuff regarding it, and just show you perhaps what I think has been rather interesting in that. So I'm just gonna, I hope this thing turns. Oh no, I actually wanna, it doesn't. I've just been trying to see if it actually turns. Okay, it really does not. How does that look? Man, this is gonna be a bit hard for me, but nevertheless. Oh, this is gonna be hard for me. That is the screen, so I'm gonna try and angle that over there. So hopefully if you can, there's where it is. Okay, so hopefully if you can have a look, it's at a pretty interesting time. As you can see, overall I think it's got a lot of those things as double taps or bulbs as such. So we've seen some nice build up over here, which has been last year. And although this is the 1 week chart, and normally stuff that goes on weekly, we got to be careful about the news. But never mind the news as such, even with this, we can see that after this, which has been a period of a lot of, you can say, flatness, it did take off rather slightly. It took off very sharply over here, and it has been showing a lot of resistance. You can see a lot of force in the amount of volatility that's been there in the candles, especially on this fall over here. Huge ones. So with that, and we've seen a rise, and it's still pretty sharp. So this is weak. So we're on the current week over here, if you can have a look. And I've got quite a bit of money in at about that level. So next week, as you can see on the candle, there's a very sharp high, but it's totally stuck over here. And with these bulbs, it definitely means it's going to fall a bit before it takes off heading into the next 2 months. But I think what's going to go on for next week is, if you can see this candle over here, if you can see how sharp the pull is, it's almost come to a stop, which means we might be anticipating a fall. But I think next week it's going to rise very sharply. So we've seen this happen, we've seen this happen. It's going to go I think it's going to go really, really high. It's off the charts over here, but it's going to go rather high before we see a slight fall, and perhaps it takes off for another 2 months or so. And with the Brexit news coming in, I think that's pretty good news for this, because it's only going to strengthen up the euro, and it's going to rise quite a lot. However, just for next week, I'm just planning to hold it until the end of next week. I think it's at an interesting stage at the moment. So that is kind of what I had invested in. And yeah, thanks for listening. And I do enjoy quite a lot of what I see as well, with the metals that I have tried to invest and in. Not that I made quite a bit of money in it. I did not, but I have learned so much. It's these things with long-term trending, the double tap stuff the sort of bulbs you saw made over there like that, and then it goes down, and I didn't exactly know that kind of happens, but now I do, and I think it's helped me so much. Alright then, folks, thanks for listening, and yeah, wish you a great trading. Do share your thoughts and write, because I love reading them, and I learned so much from reading this stuff, although it doesn't seem like it. I learned so much. So yeah, do share your stuff, and I really enjoy being part of this community, and it's nice, and I've learned. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting, and bye-bye. Take care, you guys. See ya. Bye-bye.